Hello, my name is Dr. Mauricelm-Lei, and I'd like to say good evening to you. And I am online or on video to talk to you about manic aggressive personality disorder and what's happening in the black community, the change that's happening in the black community. And we've talked about it before, how manic aggressive personality disorder has affected black people, for him becoming oppressive, or rather him becoming suppressive to becoming oppressive, and this change that is happening. Whereas he's described as a dove, but transforming very quickly into a beast, and how the social factors that are causing him to do that, the social factors, racism, discrimination, xenophobia, agoraphobia, which is fear of the marketplace and fear of people from foreign lands. The white society that practices against black people, anyone that's not white, has caused a change, is a transformation in the particular psyche of the black man and anyone that is non-white. So they become more aggressive, but especially the black people, because we know that they're killing us and they're going to kill us regardless. There's several reasons for that, because the population is decreasing, and that's one of the reasons. And the other reason is there's a negative birth rate amongst whites. They're not even producing children. A lot of that is because of lesbianism is one of the factors. Fascism is one of the factors. LGBTQ is one of the factors, and this vastly liberation among same-sex marriages. So you can adopt families, but they're not producing children. And this is causing fear amongst the white conservative, and this is very important. So they're imbuing poor whites, those that are forming militias, and ignorant whites that are educationally ignorant, socially ignorant, that are with the Ku Klux Klan and people like Aryan Nation and things like that. They're telling them that the only choice they have is to kill black people. They're also teaching the same thing in Israel. The state of Israel, and I want you to know that the state of Israel is training white police, have been training them for years to kill black people, to kill, from the youngest child to the oldest man and woman, to just kill them all. And so we want to be talking about that, because this is a real issue. But if you want to really get an understanding of what we're talking about on these issues, you will order my book, Manic Aggressive Personality 1, Manic Aggressive Personality 2. You will get Mount Africa to Cave Europe. You will get there's Malcolm X, who killed Minister Malcolm X and why. And these will explain in algorithm how these things have come about, because behind any killing, any assassination in the black community, or even if it's black on black crime, you will find that the white social order is behind it, or the white Western global power structure is behind it, and there's no getting around it. This is clear knowledge today. So Manic Aggressive Personality and other books by Dr. Mauricelm-Lei, which is myself, you would definitely want to get these books, because it really explains exactly what's going on. And so you will know, I want you to know that I'm not a madman when I go out and speak as a minister and as a psychiatric clinician, or as a clinical psychotherapist. I'm not crazy. But I'm telling you exactly what I've discovered, and I've had many years to do this, including training through the United States military to be able to observe these things, and been fortunate enough to be educated through the same institution, and to be able to show these things, that even validated for years. So I invite you to listen to this research and to read it, and so that you can get an understanding of what I'm talking about when I'm doing speeches, and why I say we have no alternative. Not that we want to fight. Black people don't want to fight, and that's true, because you don't see black people running around killing people. You know, black people didn't set off the bombs in First Baptist Church or 16th Avenue Baptist Church there in Birmingham, Alabama. This is not, black people didn't do that. Black people didn't bomb the trade towers. So what's not black people. And from my understanding, it may not have even been Arabs. But the propaganda and the market is that black people are violent, but you never see black people lynching white people. If black people were as so violent, there'd be no white people left if we were that violent. But that's not the case. This is what the media sells, and all of them are in it together. All of them are in it together. Every media person, every supporter of white Western global racism is in it together when they send the narrative that black people are violent, because we're not violent. You're not violent. But the media makes money selling that. They know that we should be violent based on everything that they've done to us. And we're becoming violent now in the sense that we're defending ourselves. We're not just picking people at random, but defending ourselves. We're becoming violent, but we're not violent. And so, but the white killing are driving us to the brink where we're going to have to defend ourselves. And to them, those that lie to themselves and a crooked media, as one of their own devils, Donald Trump said, fake media. Then it seems like violence. It seems like violence. And when I say devil, I mean in a scientific sense, someone who deviates from being human. Someone who deviates from being human. That's what I mean, and I mean it scientifically, because there's still a choice that you have to make to do evil. And there are many whites that have made the choice to do evil when they're killing blacks for no reason at all. No reason at all. Killing innocent people. After all, that's what got us here in slavery. So manic aggressive personality disorder talks about all these things. And so 400 years of oppression, 400 years of slavery, the transformation that was undoubtedly going to happen when any bully picks on an innocent guy and he finds out, hey, I gotta fight back. And so this is what's going on. So get manic aggressive personality 1, manic aggressive personality 2, get Mount Africa, get the Diary of Nat Turner, and these books that I've written, so you can get an understanding of the math and the algorithm. And there is a math and algorithm, a formula and an algorithm to every assassination and every killing in the black community, or those that are concerned with the black community. If you look at even the Kennedy brothers, the assassination to bring forth a society that would have to answer the blacks. And one of the speeches that John F. Kennedy did, and Robert Kennedy spoke as well, his brother. If you look at this and said, hey, this would be feasible, and if we move this way, then we'll be able to escape so many instances. Some of the things that will come upon us, and I believe they saw it too. And I think every white around the globe sees it. And no, I don't think that every white person is. I don't think that every white person is evil or that they are complicit in what's happening. I do think all whites are racist, but I think some of it is against their will, because they come up in a nation that provided white privilege and provided racism as the only course for survival, and that's a fact. But if you had 1 million bees coming toward you and I, the stingers, and one of the brothers and sisters said, hey, I know these bees are harmful and you might die from bee stings, but there's 1,000 bees among that 1 million that are harmless. Well, that may be true, but you and I are not going to waste our time wading through 1 million poisonous bees to get to the 1,000 that are harmless, because that's just suicide. And so it feeds us, it behooves us to protect ourselves and just avoid all B's, or defend ourselves against all B's, and that's the way it goes. We like to avoid it, but since the white man is coming in our community killing us now, he killed a grocery owner, he killed in Buffalo, New York, he killed 10 other people, and wounded, shot 13 altogether, including the store owner, and killed 10 and wounded 3. And so we see that no matter where we turn, there's death and violence against black people, which says that we have to defend ourselves. We have no choice. And manic aggressive personality disorder talks about this formula and algorithm of assassination within the black community, assassination against the black community, and assassination without the black community. So it tells us about all of that. And this is something that we should have to learn. So you don't want to, but you're going to have to. You have no choice if you're going to survive, because these white people are already killing us on a grand scale. We've already had 190 mass shootings. 190 mass shootings. And we're not even in the middle part of June. So it behooves us to listen to these things, and I'll be coming on video talking about it often now. We'll be talking about a lot of these things now because we have no alternative than to talk about it, than to discuss it. We have no alternative. So we were hoping that peace and goodwill will win out, but we can't do that because there are too many sellouts in the black community. And that is the social term I'm using, because that is the term that the white sociologists have coined. And we have too many subservient blacks to the system that have become beholden to the system based on their poverty, based on not having control of their own economy and things of that nature, which is also a sickness. But we can overcome those things by strengthening our handicaps. And then of course there's the one, you have a mass drug culture now, and a massive virtual, I call it a microwave society now, that want everything now. And so for them too, they're willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. And in the light of that, they're giving over to the high rate of abortion, which that's changing now, but it's still a very volatile area. So this is the whole reason why they're revisiting Roe versus Wade. It has nothing to do with the conscience of the nation, nor politics, but the fact that they actually lose control. There's not a lot of black people that are committing abortions now. It's happening to the white community by and large, and so this is becoming a real problem. So read Manic Aggressive Personality Disorder, and I just want to be real with you. I want to be scientific, I want to be spiritual, and I want to be socially relevant, so you would understand exactly what's going on for everyone that is hearing this video. And thank you for watching if you are, and I appreciate the fact that you would think that I have something to offer. Thank you very much, and I hope that you're having a wonderful day.